everyone, welcome to or back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a mid-year reset, just kind of getting organized for the second half of the year. I can't believe we're already halfway through the year. It literally feels like yesterday was New Year's. I don't know how half of the year has already gone by. I feel like I've hardly even started on my New Year's goals. I kind of forgot about them. My apartment is messy. I feel like I need to like really get my life together, kind of revisit my goals, clean and declutter my space. That's what we're going to be doing in this vlog. I really hope you guys enjoy. Definitely give it a big thumbs up if you do, and comment below what you like to do to kind of get ready for the second half of the year. Let's get into the vlog. I kind of have a list of everything that I want to do. There's three main things that I want to focus on. I'll kind of show you guys my list. Three main things that I'm focusing on is resetting my physical space, getting organized mentally. Lastly is self-care and like a little glow up. The first thing I want to do is just get organized mentally. I want to kind of look at the goals that I made around the new year, kind of just look at them, see which ones I have accomplished, which ones I'm working on, which ones I totally forgot about, kind of revise them so that I can actually accomplish them before the end of the year. Maybe coming up with some new routines, some habits. I'm also going to be looking at my finances. I'm probably not going to show much of that, and kind of see where I'm at with like my savings goals. I have a page on Notion with all of my goals written out. Literally, there's just so many. I think I should have made less goals. I think creating so many goals, it's like almost impossible. I listed out kind of all the things that I want to do. Some of these are like ongoing goals, like not necessarily things that I need to accomplish in 2025, things that I want to be working towards in 2025. For example, like buying a house, saving money for down payment for a house. I might not buy a house this year, but I can definitely work towards saving for down payment. There are other things that I just kind of like want to do this year, if that makes any sense. I'm just gonna look at my page on Notion where I kind of have all my goals. I also have them broken down into categories of like financial, work, health and wellness, even like personal, just like traveling, reading books, stuff like that. I'm just gonna look at those, and I'm gonna write down the ones that I really want to accomplish before the end of 2025. And then I'm gonna write down ways that I can actually accomplish them. Here are all the goals that I wrote down. I kind of just looked at all the ones that I had typed up on Notion and all the different categories. Some I've accomplished, some I kind of forgot about. The ones that I really want to get done that I forgot about are the ones that I wrote down and highlighted. I'm just gonna kind of quickly-ish go through these. I think it's really good halfway through the year to just kind of look at your goals and reflect on them. Reflect on which ones you're working towards, which ones you still want to work towards. In the social media / work category, monetize TikTok and hit 10K was something that I really wanted to accomplish this year. I need to post more consistently on TikTok the second half of 2025, which brings me to the next goal: post short form content daily. I only post TikToks or Instagram reels probably a couple times a week. I'm really trying to get to a point where I'm posting them daily, filming several at once, and then just taking a few hours to kind of like edit and like draft them and like kind of schedule them out is really helpful when it comes to posting daily. I feel like it's hard to just kind of film and edit every single day. Kind of like batching content is really helpful. So I think I just need to like schedule out more time for that. Post more on my Instagram stories. I've been better about that in the last week or so. I just kind of forget about Instagram stories. I look at them, but I just kind of forget to post on there. That's definitely something that I want to prioritize. Just kind of having my Instagram stories be a little bit less curated and posting more on there. Some goals that I did accomplish is work with my dream brand. I did kind of like a partnership with Aritzia. They are one of my absolute favorite stores, so that's super exciting. I also just worked with Crate and Barrel, and they're also one of my favorite brands. I think I can definitely check that one off. Update my LTK and Shop My every week. I feel like I almost update it every day. I think I can check that one off. More content talking directly to the camera on TikTok and Instagram. I definitely have posted a lot more talking directly to the camera type videos. Post every week on YouTube. I don't think I've missed a week since the year began, so that's something that I can kind of be proud of. Getting to the financial goals, I have like a certain amount that I want to save every month. I've done it some months, but not every month, so that's something I still want to work on. I think I've definitely been a lot better about saving over spending, just being more intentional with my spending, sticking to a certain amount so that I can save a certain amount. I feel like I've been really good about that for the most part. I just want to kind of keep it up in the second half of the year. And then I have like a certain dollar amount that I want to invest into my Roth IRA. I need to make a call and get that set up. I'm not currently investing the amount that I have written down. That's something that I definitely want to work on, and it's something that I can do like tomorrow. Personal, I have a lot of kind of random personal goals. They're not necessarily things that I like need to accomplish this year. One thing that kind of stood out to me was read one book a month. I haven't read any books this entire year. I definitely want to read not even necessarily one a month, but just at least a couple books before the year ends. I had on there that I wanted to go on like a certain amount of dates. Literally, I am so single, like it's not even funny. I'm constantly reminded that like time is ticking. I need to find somebody. Everybody I know is like married. I wanted to be a little bit more intentional about like prioritizing dating. I was a lot better at this in the first couple months of the year. I actually did go on a couple dates. Just kind of got a little discouraged and unmotivated, but I definitely want to prioritize dating, even if it's not like on a dating app. I'm gonna try to actually leave my house. Open up the possibility of actually meeting somebody. Find a hobby. This is not necessarily something I need to do before the end of this year. I just don't really know like what hobbies I want to do. Comment below and let me know some hobbies that you guys like. Organize and get rid of things that I'm not using. I definitely have done that. I feel like I've decluttered so much this year. Really refined my makeup, my clothes, accessories to pieces that I'm actually using. Actually tried new places in Kansas City. There are so many cool places in Kansas City that I just never ever go to. I wanted to make it a goal to try a new restaurant or a new coffee shop every month. That is such an easy goal. Unfortunately, I kind of forgot about it, so I haven't really done that. In the second half of the year, I definitely want to try to just go to one new place each month. Travel to one new place. I'm going to Seattle this summer and I've never been there before. We can pretty much just check that one off. Health. I feel like I have been really bad about my health this year. I have not even done any of these goals. I want to walk or move my body in some way every day. I literally feel like I just sit at my desk all the time. That is not good. At the very least, I want to walk on my walking pad for like a couple hours every day, or maybe start doing the 12-3-30. Find some way to just like get a little physical exercise in, even if it's just like 30 minutes. Drinking more water. I'm so bad sometimes about drinking water. I find that if I actually use like a Stanley cup or something, it helps me drink more water. It stays cold all day. I don't have to keep like going and like adding more ice or refilling. Like, you know, it just kind of makes it easy. I wanted to start waking up at 6 or 7 a.m. every day. Let me just say, I feel like I've gotten really lazy with my morning routine. I have really bad migraines and I've been trying to take less medicine for my migraines. And sometimes that means like sleeping a little bit longer if I wake up with a really bad migraine. I definitely want to start waking up earlier and just making the most out of my day. I also have some spiritual goals. One of them was to read the Bible every day. That is also something that's just so easy. It's like I spend hours scrolling on TikTok. I could just spend 10 minutes reading the Bible and I literally don't. That is something that I really want to start doing the second half of the year. Join like a church group so I can connect with other people my age. Those are kind of the goals that I'm working on the second half of the year. Hopefully that motivated you if you're also trying to kind of come up with some new goals or just like figure out what you want to like really focus on. Something else that I want to do is just kind of look at my budget for this year. That's something that I'm not really going to like show you guys. I did want to mention, I feel like this is the perfect time to just really take control of your finances. Actually use the Rocket Money app. It sets like spending limits for each category. So it's a really good way to kind of stick to a budget. It also sends you notifications if you've gone over one of the categories. I love the Rocket Money app. I haven't used it in a while. I've been kind of lazy with like keeping track of a budget. It's so much easier than like anything else I've used to keep track of a budget. It links your credit card and your checking account. So it kind of just like does everything for you. It knows Aritzia, it goes in the shopping category. It knows Five Guys is like in the food category. It just kind of like does it all for you and it makes it so easy. So if you're trying to like take control of your finances, I definitely recommend their app. They have a paid version and a free version. I just use the free version and it works really well. So I definitely need to go on there and kind of update my income, my spending limits, and my saving goals because it just kind of keeps track of all of that for you. And I feel like that'll really help me stick to like a budget. Sometimes I'm just out here treating myself and then I forget about like sticking to a budget. With it sending notifications, it makes it really easy. I'm feeling a lot more motivated and mentally organized. Now I'm just gonna clean my apartment. I'm literally just gonna clean everything. It's super messy. I just kind of have random stuff everywhere. I did actually deep clean recently, so it's not really like dirty. It's just kind of messy. I'm just gonna go through and clean my kitchen, my living room, my room. Before doing that, I'm actually gonna make a latte. I'm gonna make a blueberry latte. I've been seeing it all over TikTok and I've been really wanting to try it, so I'm gonna make some blueberry syrup and make a blueberry latte. Also, I just got some new headphones. I'm so excited. I just got them in the mail, so I haven't like tried them yet, so I'm gonna wear them while I'm cleaning. Jam out, listen to some One Direction. I'm just gonna use frozen blueberries because it's all I have. We're gonna do 1 cup of frozen blueberries, 1 cup of water, a 4th cup of sugar, and a 4th cup of brown sugar, and then just like simmer it and then strain it. Easy, but it was a little bit harder than it looked in the video. I should have poured it into something like this so I could pour it easier. I accidentally spilled it everywhere. Pouring it to a bowl, it ended up just like kind of spilling everywhere, making a mess. It obviously looks stained. Now it's time for the exciting part, which is actually tasting it and making a latte. It's really good. The color isn't super appetizing, but it's really good. Definitely recommend making this. little bit later. My kitchen is looking really clean. I'm just gonna start a load of laundry with my ropes actually. I feel like a mid-year reset is a perfect time to kind of clean things that you kind of forget about. I got pretty much everything that I wanted to get done today for the mid-year reset done. My apartment is clean. I'm feeling mentally organized. I'm kind of like remotivated with my goals. Now we can kind of focus on the glow up. I feel like taking some time to glow up just makes me feel a little bit more confident. If you're glowing up for the second half of the year, something you might be missing is a signature scent. I love all these scents from Dossier. They're perfect for summertime. They're very fresh, very clean. This one I think is like the perfect kind of signature scent. It smells so good. I've been obsessed with it. If you guys aren't familiar with Dossier, they make luxury fragrances accessible. They're a lot more affordable than luxury fragrances, but they're inspired by luxury fragrances. They smell so similar. Each scent is crafted by the best ingredients in France, which is the fragrance capital of the world. I also love that they're cruelty-free and non-toxic. They have high quality ingredients and values without the markup, so everybody can indulge in a little luxury every day. These are the 3 most recent ones that I picked up and the ones that I've been reaching for a lot lately. This musky musk scent is so good. It's like a very fresh, very clean scent, literally perfect for every day. It's not too overwhelming. It's just like a nice kind of soft, clean scent. This is inspired by Juliet Has a Gun, not a perfume. This Dossier one is $32 compared to the luxury one, which is $110. The next one is really similar. It's musky aldehydes. This one is also a very soft, clean scent, but it's a little bit more floral. It has peony in it. It has like all of my favorite notes for a perfume. It has jasmine, pink pepper, sandalwood, just a lot of notes that I find myself gravitating towards when it comes to perfumes. I'll put the luxury fragrance that this is inspired by here on the screen. I'm not sure how to pronounce it. This Dossier one is $39 compared to the luxury one, which is $196. Next is this floral honeysuckle. I feel like this is gonna be my signature scent for this summer. I've been wearing it a lot this summer and it smells so good. Oh my gosh, it literally smells like a fresh bouquet of flowers. I'm kind of picky when it comes to floral scents, but this one is really like fresh and clean. I don't think it's like overwhelming. This is inspired by Gucci Bloom, which is a super popular luxury fragrance. The Dossier one is $39 compared to the Gucci one, which is $133. All of these smell so good. I definitely recommend checking them out. I'm gonna have a link below so you guys can shop Dossier. If you do, let me know what scent you pick up or what your favorite scent is from Dossier so I can check it out next time. So I'm just gonna get my nails done. I have an appointment here in just a little bit. They're looking really rough. It's been 3 to 4 weeks. They're just not looking so good. So it's time for some fresh nails. I think I'm gonna do French, but I'm also kind of thinking about doing like a cherry red. I ended up going with this bright cherry red color. It's so perfect for summer. It's so cute, especially since 4th of July is only in a couple weeks. This color is just so summery to me. The next day, my apartment is looking super clean. I just want to do some decluttering. I want to do some digital decluttering and then some physical decluttering. My iCloud is completely full and I just have so many photos, videos, so many random things that I just don't really think about deleting. I also want to do some physical decluttering. I'm just going to start with my makeup drawer in my bathroom. I really try to only keep my everyday products in there. There's just so many other random ones that I don't use every day. I also want to wash my makeup brushes. Up the glow up. I'm just gonna do a little sheet mask from Pacific. I love these. It's a collagen gel mask. I've used these a couple times and my skin looked so glowy afterwards. I'm gonna do that. You have to leave it on for an hour. So I'm gonna leave it on for an hour, come back and then do my self tan. I look crazy. I don't know how people make these masks look aesthetic. Did I do something wrong? Is it my eyebrows not showing? I'm just gonna leave this on for an hour and then my skin is gonna be super hydrated and glowy. I'll link this mask below if you guys want to check it out. I actually think I might have a discount code with them. It's been an hour. The mask is looking kind of clear. Let's take it off. Here is my skin after using that mask. It's so glowy and hydrated. I'm just gonna do some self-tan. I'm gonna use the Saint Tropez Express Tan. I feel like a fresh tan just gives me so much confidence and it makes me feel like a whole new person. This is definitely an essential part of any reset. Self-tan is applied. I'm looking nice and glowy. I'm just gonna let this develop over the next couple hours. It's been a few hours. The tan is developed and ready to be rinsed off. I'm just gonna get in the shower, rinse it off. I think I'm gonna do a little detox hair shampoo to get rid of like product buildup. I'm gonna use the one from Day, and then I'm just gonna do like a little blowout, do my makeup, and then the glow up will be complete. I'm out of the shower, I rinsed my tan off. Just gonna do a blowout with my Dyson, and then I'm also going to tint my brows. I feel like they're looking a little bit light. Time to dye the eyebrows. I always freak out every time I do my eyebrows when they start getting dark. I got way outside the lines and it's not coming off. At least they're darker. To finish up the glow up, I'm just gonna do some glowy makeup. I'm actually gonna do like a no foundation look. I was waiting for my self-tan to develop, so it's a little bit later in the day. Honestly, I'm not really going anywhere, so I'm just gonna do like a super natural, no makeup look. I'm just gonna start out with some concealer, just a little under my eyes. Usually I'll put the Rhode glazing milk on just to give my skin a little glow. I forgot. Since I dyed my brows, I'm not gonna fill them in. I'm just gonna do a little brow gel with this Perfy Brow Sculpt. So I'm just gonna like brush up my eyebrows. And then I'm gonna use this Makeup by Mario Skin Enhancer. Just put a little bit of that on my temples and my cheekbones. Oh, I think I got too much. Now for some blush, I'm gonna use the Rhode Sleepy Girl blush. Hopefully this looks okay because I don't have a makeup. Now I'm gonna use this Dior highlight, and I can't find my brush, so I'm just gonna use my finger. Now some faux freckles. Now some Benetint, just to give my lips a little color. Now I'm gonna use this lip liner from Makeup Forever. This is Anywhere Caffeine. I'm just gonna use that to like line my lips. Now the Rhode Lip Peptide. That is the finished look, super simple. That is everything for this mid-year reset. I really hope you guys enjoyed and got some inspo if you're needing to reset for the second half of the year. Comment below what's in your mid-year reset or just something you like to do to get your life together. Comment this emoji if you stayed until the end of the video, and I will see you in a couple days for the next one. Bye.